Hello, this is Bava, recording for MagicGatheringStrat and MTGOstrat.com. We are recording a Gatecrash draft. We're playing Gruul, and we are about to go into our first round. We've got a pretty good starting hand. We've got a couple 2-drops, 3-drop, and our 5-drop / Blood Rush guy sitting there to back us up. So we'll keep this, and we'll see how things go. We're playing against the Music Man 2389, who's playing Orzhov, or at least that's what his guild gate would suggest. Alright, we'll play a Forest and pass. We've only got 2 1-drops in here. We've got a Spire Tracer and a Burst of Strength, so we're not usually going to get a first round play. We've got lots of good 2-drops. Which is what this format's all about. Some good 3-drops and a few 4-drops, 1 5-drop, 1 6-drop. If we get the Guild Mage here, he'll probably get killed. It's alright. People run different kinds of Orzhov decks. I've always run heavy removal in Orzhov, so that's what I expect from my opponents. But we'll see what's coming. We can make a land a 4/4, but then all our land would be tapped and we couldn't swing with the 4/4. So we will swing for 2, get our Krokonura, and we seem to be off to a pretty good start. Next round we can swing with a 2/2, a 2/4, and a 4/4 land if he still doesn't have a response. He has a Griffin. We couldn't swing with a 2/4 and a 4/4 land. We'd have to spend all our mana. But we can swing with a 2/4 Reacher. I could Blood Rush. If I get him to chump, I could Blood Rush. Doesn't seem great right now. I'd rather save that. I mean, I can cast him next turn. So we will do this, pump up our Croc. And we will swing. We're on the aggressive. I'm not worried about him swinging in with 3/2, because it's all the better for us if he has no blocker. But we'll see. His according to his plays, his curve starts at 4, so we can see some bigger things coming in here pretty soon. Or he just has a lot of land in his hand. Or he just got a slow drop. But we'll see. Ah, well. That sucks. I can outrace his 4/3 though, if that's what he has. Oh, and if it dies, he gets 4 1/1s. Okay. Will he attack with that? He will. Which is better than him not attacking with it. And I'd rather have 1 4/3 lifelink than... Oh no, I'd rather have 4 1/1s. But that's okay. So he's back up to 20, we're at 16. But we can do quite a lot of damage to him. And soon we can get our 7/6. And I don't know if we should cast our 5/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or we can start getting our really big guys. Alright, I think at this point it's a better bet to swing with a land. I want to save him for the Blood Rush damage. So we did 10 now, he can go up to 14. Ooh, we can't quite do 15 next turn. He'll probably play other stuff. We have no removal for this Griffin though, at the moment. We could get our Croconura up to 3/5 and start blocking the Griffin. Maybe that's what we'll do next turn. Means we're only going to do 4 damage to him. Oh. Okay. -5, -5. Is he still an attacking creature? Seems like I can still play this. That would keep him alive. Is it worth doing? Okay. I guess he can do that. And he exiled it, which is a little superfluous. Okay, we can block his flyer now. If he doesn't kill our croc. Murder Investigation is a bad card. Him Beckon Apparitioning my Guild Mage is sort of a strange move. I guess if I had Wildwood Rebirth in here, that'd be something, but that's kind of a silly card to play around because it's not very good either. 4/1/1s is much less scary than a flyer with lifelink. That's all I'm saying. What do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. He could give them all +2/+2, and that would suck. But I've got better board presence. Three, 4, 5, 10 damage. I'm going to go ahead and let that happen. I'm going to hard cast my swine. And our croc gets bigger. Murder investigation is not great. There are a lot of cards that make it not do anything, because if executioner swing, for instance, if you're giving it minus, then its power gets to 0, and you don't get anything for your murder investigation. There's an enchantment that does the same thing. There's a lot of ways you can give creatures minuses, and so it just doesn't help out that much. It might be worth saving the Croconura back, just so we're not taking 3 in the air every turn, but he's not swinging even with his Legionnaire, which is a little surprising. We have a ground assault, which is nice. We don't have our Blood Rush anymore to protect us, but we do have a Burst of Strength, which could make the difference if he's not expecting a trick. He's at 9. We will stay on the aggressive here, including the Croc. We can always use Burst of Strength to untap if we need to. He's all tapped out. That's nice. So we've seen very limited removal. Just one executioner swing. Alright, that's fine with me. Alright. He calls a quit, so we win. And I wonder... I'm going to put a Naturalize in.
Yeah, the door's there.
Because I'm recording.
Oh, right now?
Just audio.
Okay.
But yes.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I watched mine. That's a problem.
Alright. To naturalize for that gift Boros-Orzhov in particular, which can just do all sorts of horrible things to us. We don't have very much removal that can really deal with it. Gruul Charm, if he doesn't get too tough, Pit Fight, Ground Assault. All of our removal does pretty well. 2 Cinder Elementals. So we've got 5 guys that can remove that flyer, but he could certainly do some damage with it. In the meantime, and a Boros Charm. This guy seemed good. He didn't have any good answers to big creatures that I could tell. You know what? I'm not going to put the Naturalize in. I'm going to see if I can't just kill him He's probably only got one of those gifts. If he gets it early again, maybe this is the wrong choice. Otherwise, we still have a good aggressive strategy here. And we have the removal. We'll definitely keep an eye out for that card and save our removal if we need to. Alright, so here we go. Round 1, game 2. If that key rune was a forest, I would keep this. As it is, I think we need to look for more land. Alright, there we go. Look at that curve. If we get our land, we have a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. I like it. Alright, so first turn Spire Tracer. We're off to the races. Second turn Guild Mage. After that, we'll see if our land cooperates with us to curve up. He went Boros. Did he do some crazy sideboard tech and totally change his deck? That's strange. Alright. We might get stuck. I need to save my Tracer to block his Striker. I'd rather play in the aggressive, but he's got the bigger creatures out now. Of course, I'm not going to trade my Guild Mage, so even though he can't block my Tracer, I'd rather trade with his Striker if he decides to attack. Boros Elite is a great card with Battalion. Will he attack with his Striker? Nope, that's probably the smart move. Let's see if we can trade. We know he's got that haste guy. He could Battalion right over us. But we can only use this. If we're attacking. And that's the only thing we can do. So 3 damage to you, sir. We need some more land. Krakenura into Slaughterhorn gives us a nice 2-floor reach blocker. Massive raid. No! 2 damage to him. Nothing I can do about that. Burst of Strength would save him, but I don't have it. Maybe it's better that happens now rather than later. He has been prioritizing killing those Guild Mages. Last game he hated it so much he killed it and then exiled it. There's my Burst of Strength. 1 round too late. Alright. So we can totally surprise him with a Burst of Strength after we swing. and kill his elite. If he doesn't get his flying haste guy, make it so I can't block, and does a lot of damage to me. Fingers crossed. Oh good. No flying haste guy. Swing, swing. Burst of strength in the attack step, because we need to choose him as a blocker. He responds by killing him. I'm a pessimist at heart. I don't think anything will ever go according to plan, though I like it when it does. Declare blocker's step. It's always very strange when things go according to plan. Ha! Alright. And now we're getting somewhere. Slowly but surely. So I don't think he did a radical sideboard. I just think he's got a weird 3-color deck going on. It's playing very differently from last game to this game. And it's probably sticking him with double white and double black stuff he can't cast. He doesn't have many combat tricks. I've seen 2 pieces of removal from him so far, which is more than he's seen from me. But that's fine. Spire Tracer doing its work here. We can actually swing for 7 with a double Blood Rush, but I want to cast that guy to get my Croconura tougher. I could try and bait him with the Croc. Doesn't really seem good though. Okay, he's got double white and 5 mana. One thing I look for at 6 mana is that 4/4 flyer, the angel that comes with the human. But he's got 2 2/2 Vigilancers for 5. No extort. That's fine. Croconura is a champion blocker. Fire Fist Striker can make it so Croconura can't block. We need to keep an eye on that. Which means we'll need to consider trading for that Fire Fist Striker and taking some damage. Okay. Good. We don't have to trade if we get that guy. Do I want to trade a Slaughterhorn for one of his guys? I think that might be good. Ooh. Keep poking away at him. And we'll stabilize in the back. And don't have anything to evolve that Croconura more at the moment, but it's alright. Gruul Charm wins the game with our Blood Rush. Wrecking Ogre. He hardcast Wrecking Ogre. Not that Double Strike isn't great, but that guy's crazy. I want that guy in my deck. I played that guy in my last Gruul deck, and got him on the board once and Blood Rushed him once. He won 2 games for me, which is totally worth it. He's not going to swing. I'm going to get a Cinder Elemental. So I can kill that guy, because he scares the hell out of me. And I want to shoot him. Threat Burst of Strength or something there with my green mana. Makes more sense than threatening to sack my Cinder Elemental for 0. The only reason that would be good, I suppose, if he gets that enchant that makes it so I can't activate it. I take 1 damage per turn. So I think probably the better bet is we have 4 damage there, 2 damage there. We might be able to kill him next turn. It really depends what he does. He's got 2 guys with Vigilance. So they are going to be there to block no matter what, unless I kill them. So if I'm going for the kill, I might emphasize killing the Knights over the Striker or even the Wrecking Ogre. Reckoner version's fine. It does mean you can block my Spire Tracer. He's extorting it. The card I'm more worried about at this point is the +2/+2 for all his guys, which he doesn't have. And look, he really hates that Guild Mage. For good reason. That Guild Mage is great. I have 2 of them in here. He's a 2-drop that eats removal. And exile effects, evidently. Oh, he is not attacking. Interesting. Do I swing into a Smite? Where art thou, Gruul Charm? He's got it. I want to see it. Can't Executioners swing me. Okay. Keeping Cinder Elemental open for lame tricks on his end. Active treason counts as a lame trick. You can't steal my guy. That's a ridiculous move. Whatever. Even though I don't like his flyer, I'm killing his ogre, because that's by far the bigger threat. And this is why I keep my mana open. I can still threaten something. 3 is probably good enough. He extorts. He has nothing for his treason. And his biggest threat's off the board. And I'll get my other Soul and Cinder Elemental. Won't he feel silly? So it's a 2-for-1 for me. I don't know why he would do that. He's got better options, really. And he's not even going to keep his spirit to block. Huh. Maybe he thinks he can't block my Spire Tracer. Alright. So some strange choices on Music Man's part. I should have blocked with my Croconura. Now I'm the dumb one. Okay. Two. He could still have a smite, or a +3 first strike, or an aerial maneuver. Those are the things to watch out for. We can get 2 guys, but we can't get 2 guys and Blood Rush. We can get 1 guy. Or we can get not what he wanted to see, I'm sure. Kirun with Extort. Maybe Extort. If he taps that Guildgate, that's Smite mana gone, which he does. So Smite's off the list of things I have to worry about. That Furious Defense, defending creature gets +3 first strike, is still a possibility. Oh no, the Kirun gives him white, so he still has Smite mana. How silly of me. Swing with your 1/1 flyer. Not this time, you say. Fine. Alright. Some strange decisions on the Music Man's part, but we win the match in 2 games. Playing Gruul. Things went pretty well. Alright, so this is Bava, recording for MagicGatheringStrat on YouTube and MTGOstrat.com. We're playing a Gatecrash draft. We just finished round 1. Stay tuned for round 2.